friends, and welcome back to another episode of From Behind My Chair. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Syndie, and I'm a hairstylist, 40 years in the industry, and lots of stories that I love to share with you guys. So if you guys like the content that I put out, maybe you consider subscribing. And speaking of subscribers, I heart you guys. You guys are the reason why I come back every week to deliver these stories, because you guys like my stories and I like to deliver them. So with that said, I'm going to segue into story time. So a couple of weeks ago, I put out a Bridezilla story, and I should not have put out my most dramatic Bridezilla story ever, because I have lots of Bridezilla stories that pale in comparison to the one that I've already delivered. So because I've delivered the ultimate supremo story, all my other ones are kind of not as exciting. So today I'm going to deliver a bride story. She's not a Bridezilla. This is total opposite. So here I go. This story happened a couple of decades ago. This was at a time when I was doing lots of brides. I was averaging about one bride a month at least. So I was very, very busy with weddings. This particular bride, we start off like we always start off. I meet her, we do a consultation, talk about the wedding, the look that she wants. She'll show me a picture of the dress. We'll create a look for her. In those days, hairstyles were more up styles and they were downdos like they are now. So they were a little more labor intense and they took a little longer to create. So time was really a big factor. So this wedding, we had already hammered out our consultation, had everything planned, knew what we were going to do. The morning of the wedding, I show up to the designated location where I'm starting hair. And I start with the bridesmaids. There was a lot of energy going on. Everyone was really excited. Actually, I would say upset. People were upset because at this point of the morning, the dresses had not been delivered yet and they were not completed. So that means the bride's dress and also the bridesmaids, they were not completed. They were not done yet. No one had received their dresses. And this bride is to be married in, I would say it was probably about 3 or 4 hours prior to go. And I call it go time. Go time is wedding time. But it's always I keep a tight count on the clock because I don't want my bride to be late to her wedding because of me. So everything gets planned out perfectly. Doing the bridesmaids, they're frantic. They're upset. They're one's on the verge of tears, cussing, whatever. The energy in the room it's pretty negative. It's a lot of foul words and just a lot of unhappy people. At this point, I hadn't seen the bride yet. I was just starting with whoever was there first. I went ahead and got them out of the way. And when it comes time to bride time, when I do my brides, I like to do them in a separate area because I don't want them to feed off the other energy that's going on. I want to usually keep it quiet and contained. I want to keep all my tools in front of me and all my hairsprays and anything that I need directly in front of me. So at this point, I go to the next room and I'm starting on the bride. And I'll never forget, we're in the restroom of her mom's house and she has her feet up on the bathroom vanity and she's sipping coffee and she tells me, I don't even have my dress. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, my wedding dress, it's not ready. And at this point, we're maybe 2 hours away from go time. And I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? So now I could feel myself starting to get a little revved up, a little uneasy because now I'm feeding off the girl's energy that I just did before her. I'm starting to get a little frantic and a little hurried and okay, well, can you call someone? Do you need to make a phone call? Does someone need to come here? Are you going to do a quick fitting? What's going to happen? She's like, I don't know. My dress isn't here. Nobody's dress is here, but I'm here. And I said, what are you going to do? What's the plan? She tells me and I'll never forget this. I don't care what happens today, I'm going to marry Johnny. And I was like, my brides never say that. My brides are like F-bombs, frantic, crying, throwing tantrums on the floor, screaming. This bride was so chill. She said, the most important thing is I will marry today, regardless whether that dress shows up or not. I'm getting married. And that was really a beautiful thing to happen at that time, because this was at the height of me doing a lot of weddings. And also, I want to say this might have been the height of that stupid television show, Bridezillas. And everybody thought, well, I'm not going to say everybody, for the most part, a lot of brides thought it was okay to be disrespectful or throw your tantrums or be totally rude. This bride was so refreshing because, like she said, I don't care. I'm going to marry him. Doesn't matter if the dress isn't ready. And at the end of the day, she did get her dress right in the nick of time. Right before she was to walk down that aisle, her dress was delivered, and so were the bridesmaids. I heard they were ill-fitting. Things didn't work out so well, but she got her dresses, and she married Johnny. So with that said, I just wanted to deliver a light story today, which is about sometimes when you got a whole lot of bad apples, there's a couple of good ones in there. And this story is something I'll never forget. And I just want to add, to this very day, she is still married to Johnny because it was not about the freaking dress. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in to my short little story, my little positive story today. Hope you like my story, and if you guys like it, maybe you like. And for those of you that haven't subscribed, subscribe. You get more of my videos. And with that, I just want to say you guys have a fabulous week, and I shall see you next week. All right, bye-bye.